open, my friends. Battles have yet to begin. Laughter we had in gales and floods, but if not, at least there will be blood. The sorrow and loss may abound. We'll do our best to hold this hallowed ground.
Need guidance on life, auto, or homeowners insurance? Contact Kate Woolman State Farm for all your insurance needs. Rates can be more affordable than you think, and protecting what matters most to you is important. Call Ben at 719-539-6265 and he'll set you up with what you need. That's 719-539-6265.
And clapping starts coming from around a corner. That was really impressive. Really, I'm impressed. So much so. From around the bottom end of this corner, a golden dragonborn steps around and is looking very smiley at all of you. For a few of you, Altian, Teffy, Schnosby, BT, you recognize him. It's Donkon, the bounty hunter dragonborn. He's smiling at you all with these bright eyes. I've got you at a really good spot, don't I?
Oh, the stealer of children.
The stealer of children. You see, I'm here to do what they did. To kill you. I have your bounties too, but... I like to find myself a businessman before a mindless murderer. And it feels like right now I would be a mindless murderer if I took your contracts. Perhaps we should talk instead. I'm still willing to finish you off if you'd like. A few more figures creep up around behind him. Step around. Altian, with your incredible passive perception, you do catch a glint of a scope light on the mountainscape across the way from you.
Well, what would you like to talk about?
Oh, that's a good question. I find myself in a place where I know a lot about what you've been doing. A lot about the changes you've made. The shifts in the economy, so to speak. Like I said, I like to find myself a businessman over a mass murderer. I follow where the coin is, and right now, my previous occupation doesn't seem like the coin's gonna be flowing that well in Grantina anymore. Maybe it's time to change careers. What you got for that?
What kind of career were you looking to go into? Or are we open to suggestions?
What connections does he have up that I can see with my vision?
Oh, that's a good question right there. Give me an investigation or pitch a roll. What do you think? Arcana, maybe?
I would rather do Arcana.
Give me an Arcana then.
$13.
13. What you see of him is very focused. It's tight. it's not loose like most people, like a jumbled mass. Like you get a sense that most individuals just kind of exist. This guy exists. His energy is solid. It's purely not squiggled in amongst or entangled in and of itself. It is lined up next to each other, nearly perfectly. He's got something in that. You didn't roll high enough to tell exactly what it is, but there is more to dunk on than meets the eye. And you get the sense that there's a little bit more than even from the last time you met him.
Not primordial though.
Didn't roll high enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, are you looking for suggestions, or did you have a particular idea as far as career change?
Got an idea. You all seem to be, according to the word, kind of experts in it. As you're the main ones who've actually been dealing with the idea. There's a big shift going on here in Iridai that I don't know if you've all realized. If you run into those, what are they called? Creepy things, the black-blooded creatures. Not that. That's just one that's influenced by them. No, I mean the actual creatures themselves. They've got a name, but I've never encountered them before or know their name.
I don't know if we have it. Do we know their name?
You've heard them referred to as demons before?
Oh, okay. Demons, yes.
Those guys, yeah. They seem to be becoming a problem. I'm good at tracking and hunting things. You think that's a good career path?
Oh, I think that's a very good career path. Very valuable, but potentially both to you and to the world, which you live in. So, yes.
I would like to do an insight check.
Go for it. Give me an insight check.
Because I do not trust this man.
Oh, I obviously don't either. So I would like
Same.
also insight.
I am building up to a stunt,
Okay.
a primordial stunt.
What do I get with 15?
With the 15, what are the other
14.
insights? 14?
I also got 14.
I also got a 14. You roll. Actually, Taffy would get a little bit more. The other two of you, for Altian and Schnozboop, he's pretty hard to read. For Taffy, he's pretty hard to read. He is hiding something, though.
Can I tell the nature of what he's hiding? Does it seem like a personal secret or like a malicious secret?
This is a really good deceiver, someone who's professional in this field. A 15 won't get you that, but it will get you that he's got something that he's keeping.
Okay. I'm just going to come out and ask it then. What makes you think that there's coin in this field?
Let's call it intuition. Alright, I see that won't actually get you. Take a look for a moment at the corpse in front of your feet. Turn it around if you have to. Shuffle through it. Gander at this used-to-be elf. And tell me what you see.
Snospoop is going to let everybody else look at it, and he's going to keep looking at Duncan.
Okay.
I am blocked on him and building up destruction.
I will
Alright.
examine the corpse.
I'm also going to do that. I'm going to examine the corpse. But as soon as Teffy's done, and hate to get graphic on this show, I'm taking the head and I'm going to send it back to the guild that they're a part of. I'm also taking their guild pin and I'm going to stick it on her forehead and then hammer it in with the bottom of my fist. That way it's stuck there.
Epic.
And I'm going to do that in front of this guy
Epic. Okay.
while he's talking.
While you're
You
doing
guys just
this,
hear
the work of something sawing through flesh and then bone. on occasion. So Teffy, give me either a medicine or an arcana check, and do it at advantage, seeing as you do have Ultian here aiding you by removing.
Is he aiding?
It technically, yes.
I'm going to go with Arcana.
Excellent.
Okay, that is a 19.
A 19. That's pretty good.
Nope, just kidding, that's a 20. My Arcana is a 5, not a 4.
Haha, even better then. Well, while you're looking at this, first off, sawing blade meeting the neck and then sawing through, the interior, it is bleeding black blood, and the muscular structure, from what you understand, Teffy, being a gene warrior and having to know certain anatomical structures to be able to have your concoctions do their benefits and their work, this muscle structure is different. It, just from the general structure of what you see, it looks as though, given any period of time, she wouldn't have actually needed to breathe. Getting deeper into the body itself, there are multiple little puncture marks and extrusions of this blackened crystal that when you touch it just breaks up and shatters like a very into a very fine dust. But they all are connected to veins inside their blood or inside their body. The veins seem to be protruding and poking out in these almost black pustules that look to be made of crystal, almost obsidian. And it's all over her body. The other four, they don't have that. Just her. What'd you find?
I don't respond to him. I don't trust this man, but I do put some of her crystal dust and also some ooze blood into like separate little vials
Take a few samples. Great.
to
Ooze
examine
blood.
later.
Ooze blood. Give that a good old mark down. Oh, given by the blood, it might have been the same thing I found. You see, I found myself in Savath recently. One of the Destined groups ticked off the wrong person, gave me a good bill. It's actually how I caught onto your contracts again. They've raised in price, did you know that? Makes it worth my time.
I was, unfortunately, aware.
You're moving up in this world. Anyway, that's beside the point. The people I found, though, they had these weird black crystals on them. Their eyes were completely dyed out black. They didn't bleed the color that they should have. They bled black. And it was thicker than usual. I've never encountered something like that. And I've hunted many rare beast and living being. And with everything that's going on and all my informants tell me, you all are in the center of some strange happenings. So with your contracts, I figured, what better way to have a conversation?
So with this potential career change into demon hunting, what are you thinking as far as what are you looking for in this midlife change?
The perspective of some answers as to whether or not it's going to be worth it. Because if it is, I'm just going to change gears and start up the career right now. If it's not, I'm just going to, take the contracts I have now and cash out.
Right. And what would be worth it to you?
Well, 150,000 gold right now sounds pretty good. That's worth it.
Okay.
Definitely worth the men I'll lose trying to, take the contract. The people behind him don't even flinch at him mentioning being willing to sacrifice them.
Do they flinch at the 150,000 gold?
No.
Okay, cool. I have listed that I still have a charge left. I would like to know what will happen if we say no to his proposal. Specifically, obviously, he will attack us. Will we die?
Ah, okay. Okay. Using that charge, the immediate thing you first see is BT's head popping. And you can tell that it was from a very high-powered rifle. That is the first thing you see. The next thing you see is them all coming in, the first person being targeted, you. Second person being targeted, Altian. Last person being targeted, Teffy. Yoshinda is not touched.
Okay. Interesting. And so based upon this chaos vision, it seems like we will lose.
There's a potential. I can't give you a guarantee either way.
Chaos
Right,
vision.
I mean,
chaos
Right,
vision,
it's chaos vision. I mean, it's a chaos vision.
Right.
But
the probable outcome.
the probable outcome is the odds are against you. The odds are definitely not in your favor in this situation. Because every single one of you in your vision get downed by a gunshot, and none of these people have that kind of weaponry on them. You're being attacked by an assailant who can see you far, far away, and there's no cover from him.
Okay. Well, Duncan, a very interesting proposal, and I appreciate your propensity for friendship possibilities. Would you mind giving us a moment to confer on your excellent proposal?
Oh yeah, by all means, confer. We'll just make sure these guys are dead.
What does he mean? Make sure they'll be dead.
He's starting to walk up to the other guild's members who are lying on the ground dead, and he and his men are started poking through their belongings.
Well, I thought you said they didn't have any belongings.
By belongings, I mean their spears, their swords, and their armor. They're stripping them of the armor, which they can sell for something pretty.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go back towards my friend and motion Ultian to come back here as well. I'm gonna pick up Marietta's sword because I'm guessing that's the best thing, and then
Definitely magical weapon, very ornate.
And we're gonna confer. I don't think so. Whispering, obviously, far away from these individuals. As far as I'm aware, we do not have 150,000 gold. Is that a fair assessment?
I don't know. I can't really check. And I'm like on the ground. I'm getting through the last inch.
Okay, well, Philemon, my friend, has let me know that were we to decline, the probable outcome is that we will all be shot in the head by rifles, which obviously those individuals do not have. It is just a probable outcome, not certain, but just so you're all aware of that, I can obviously attempt to negotiate for perhaps a loan period so that we can gather the funds as needed. But this man seems to be in it for the money and not for the friendship, unfortunately. Any thoughts?
So you're saying that we pay him off?
Ooh, well, I mean, pay him off and he goes and hunts demons, so that's something. But yes.
Then we only have to pay him half now. Half if he gets back alive.
He said all now, but I could potentially convince him.
Well, good luck.
Thank you. I mean, do we even have half?
Together. I don't know. much do you have?
I've got in totality 8,500 gold.
Off to the side over one of these bodies, looking at one of these spears, you hear him say, "If it helps you're conspiring with each other, I am willing to deal with other stuff other than money, such as blueprints."
Hey, I said I was whispering. What's this about?
He's just calling it out. At this
Oh,
point.
okay.
Yeah, you spend enough time conferring with each other, he's just calling it out. He's done deals before. He knows how some of this works. At this point, he's giving you another option. He will deal for blueprints too.
Okay. I just noticed something, and I think I can use it. Whilst conferring, I have a sending stone that I believe goes to Julian. I'm going to use it quietly and say, "We are about to die on the side of the mountain.
Give me a sleight of hand.
Does it help that my
Sleight of hand's going to be ridiculously high. This is just an off chance they might notice, because you've got those gloves that do apply in this, so you do have a natural +10, plus whatever it is you normally have.
Alright, fine.
I'm really just asking for the formality of it, I think.
28.
Oh yeah, okay. Keep going.
About to die on the side of the mountain here. Individual wants 150k or else. Sent that to him. Okay.
What you get back is very quick. Much quicker than you would have expected for this late at the hour. I am aware that is Duncan. He has information I need. I have his
really?
riflemen cornered. Do what you will.
Well, what? If he's cornered, then how are they going to shoot me?
You tipped him off this time round. Your vision was before you tipped off Julian.
Oh,
Now
that was a
now Julian.
fast corner job.
There's a first corner drop. Julian now, however, is tipped to act before the reaction of the shooter, who will be triggered by Duncan. Previously,
Okay.
he didn't have that awareness. So your vision has already changed minor amounts. You've got
Excellent.
another person who is aware of what's going on because of the people who've been running around informing BT, just tying things in for everyone involved. They also ran around and informed the mayor and the guild master. Everyone who was important who needed to know about something like this.
Excellent, excellent.
They did their
Okay.
own stuff and poised.
So then I'm with great news. Just talked to Julian. He says the riflemen have been taken care of.
Not taking
And-
care of in sights. I'm correct. Making sure you get the stuff. He has them in their sights, not taken care of.
Cornered.
Cornered, basically. Cornered. He is waiting, just like the rifleman is, in a poised trap position. He's not actually done anything yet.
Okay, okay. Prepared to act on the rifleman. But he did say he would like to talk to Duncan because he has information that he needs. So, perhaps not fully lethal. I mean, obviously that's always the preferred in these situations. But with that in mind, Big Ten, would you like to be a giant ape?
What? Okay. I need to make a roll. Because I'm actually very concentrating on something else.
What roll?
This is for me at the moment. Whether or not I'm even...
Ooh.
No. I mean, you get no response from BT. BT's got him locked. And I don't know if anybody's Primordial can sense a build-up in BT. But BT is collecting a lot of destruction.
There is a creeping sense in all of your spinal columns of something building up from BT, but yeah, Shinosuke, you don't get a response.
I'll take that as a no. Well, everyone ready?
So we're just gonna attack for the best.
I mean, I trust Julian.
Okay, that was more table talk than anything. Which is, do you trust the DM? Which I don't. So
I will
Okay.
say, table talk wise, what I am planning is not going to do anything to our advantage.
Well, that didn't seem very good. But we don't know that. So, in that case, I don't actually have a song for this, but since I'm gonna target myself, I'm not gonna use the song this time anyways. I'm gonna cast Polymorph on myself, and I'm gonna turn into a giant ape.
Polymorph on yourself? You trying to do this stealthily?
Turning into a giant ape?
Are you trying to cast the spell stealthily?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Give me another stealth check. Well, sleight of hand, actually, not stealth, sorry. Sleight of hand.
Okay. Let me reroll.
Hey, GP,
Yeah.
I may need to explain what I want to try and do.
Might get around to that in a moment here.
I rolled a 16.
16? 16 in this case. Hang on, let me situate these guys and actually show them to you so you know exactly where they are too. Something I haven't been doing just yet. Let's go back there. And then there's these guys right here. For 16. 16 does not quite escape the sight of this guy right here, who is going to twist his hands, cast, what is it called? Counterspell. And counterspell your spell. And say very quickly, boss, what was that? What did you just try to do?
Counterspell is below level 4.
Level 4? Okay, then they need to roll for it. Do. You are correct. They fail. They cast that counterspell. Nothing triggers. You turn into a giant ape. They say boss. Dunkon looks up and instead replies with, "Oh, come on now," as we're rolling initiative instead.
I had something prepared.
Yes. I can't consider anything to be I can't consider anything surprise or give additional stuff because they've been poised in case you all attack as well.
Okay.
Like they've been ready for this too, so it has to go down to initiative rolls. Oh boy.
Tell ya, these dice have not been good to me today.
Ooh boy. Okay.
As far as space, I'm now huge.
Hey, you are huge.
Cool.
That's just large. Also, Bless is gone.
Yeah, Bliss is gone. That's true.
Okay. Do. Actually, I don't think you ever took that. Which means you still technically have it. Okay. Right. Okay. Last one. Wait, no, I Ouch. That's got the potential of hurting. Yeah, it does. Alright. Ultian. What'd you get for initiative?
23.
23. Schnorsby?
That is a cool 14.
A cool 14. Teffy?
11.
11. Big 10.
11.
11. Yashinda?
Rolled a 17.
17. Alright. Let me just put in their rolls here. Yeah. Just go right before there. And then it's... Well, I rolled a poo-poo for a good chunk of them. Pretty poorly. But I did roll a natural 20 for one of them. Which one's next? Oh, nope. No, you both got 11s, that's right. No, yeah. T and Teffy, both of you. Then it's literally the rest of them. Yeah, most of them rolled in the single digits. Except for one, who unfortunately was the sniper. He got a 26 on his initiative, and he unfortunately even outbeat Julian, who got an 18 on their initiative. So he does get to act, and he is going to take a shot, and it is going to be at BT.
You sure you didn't want to be a giant 8, Big 10?
I don't think that spell works on BT.
Oh, does it not?
It probably would have, but
Yeah, I don't think polymorph works on constructs. As a 23 hit you?
oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. I don't have enough of these ones.
Folks at home, wave goodbye. The goodest of good kitties.
You all see the flash before you hear it, and then hear a very quickly followed by something slamming into the side of BT's neck. $31 points of piercing damage.
31 points of piercing damage.
31 points.
Are we still in the same space that we are currently in on the map?
You all didn't move, so yes, you would be still in the same spot.
Okay, just kidding. Can I see the sniper?
No.
Okay, then I am no help. Never mind.
Yeah, they are on a different mountain from you.
Oh,
Very far away.
well, ain't that peachy?
Ain't that peachy? Yeah. Good old 31 points of piercing damage as something slams in to your neck. It doesn't go out the other side.
No.
It's still in ya. That is
Okay.
that turn. Ultian, you are up. Julian's on deck.
Ouchie. Okay. Will you allow something very quickly?
It depends on what it is, but I'm open.
So, Snozboop's vision showed Big Tit's head exploding. Was it from the bullet impact? Did he specify?
No?
I did not specify that information.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna hope it isn't what I think it is.
It is. I'm positive it is what you think it is.
Okay, then I'm gonna
But
do
I
an
think I
insight.
might be able to save myself, given what I was gonna do.
I think I have something.
Maybe.
I got a lot of destructive energy built up right now.
Investigation on that bullet wound to see if I see a light flashing, perhaps, and or hear a beeping, perhaps.
All right, bonus action investigation check.
24.
24. Oh, there is definitely something wrong with that bullet in there.
Okay.
There is
How
a
close am I
little
to you?
steam starting to build up from the inside.
Okay, I'm gonna use something that's been in my back pocket for a very, very, very long time.
Oh boy.
Remember when I got that special thing that you had me put in as a help for a check on a specific type of explosive, and you said I could use it whenever I wanted to?
Yeah, you want to cash it out?
I'm cashing that out now.
This is a very strong and concussive force inside of it. With your alchemical knowledge, you know that this thing is designed for a delay explosive response. It's a very big slug compared to most bullets. Whoever's wielding this must be very good with a rifle. It's going to pop, and you're going to want to be at least 15 feet away from BT when it does.
Do I know how long I have?
About 6 seconds.
Okay. Sorry to do this to you, Big Ten. I'm gonna delete that from my inventory very quickly since that's cashed in.
Do it to me? What are you doing to me?
I think I'm the one doing something to him.
I could do
I'm gonna
something.
pry
to me
that
too.
out of his neck. I'm gonna use my action to get some sort of forceps or something in there and pull that bad boy out real quick.
Okay, forceps, it's easily something that you can have in your inventory, given what you are. Quickly pulling these long tongs out. BT, it looks as though Altian is about to try to dig something into that neck and pull that bullet out. Are you going to let him?
Sure.
Sure? Okay. Then give me... Yeah, it's not going to be straight strength, but this is going to be... Okay, I'll give you options here. If you use acrobatics, I'm going to increase the DC, because it is going to be wedged in there. If you use athletics, I'll leave it at a base level of trying to pull something out. Acrobatics just doesn't quite align for what I'm looking for here, but I still want to give it to you as an option.
Athletics.
Athletics? Okay.
Just a regular old check there.
It's a regular old check there.
19. 14 on the dice.
19, I had 18 set as the DC for that one.
Oh,
so
my
you go
lord.
in, you grab hold, and through the sheer grip of your hands, you pull this out very delicately. And you see that it is increasing with a hissing sound, and more steam starting to come from it.
Can I toss it, or would that take another action?
We have grapple attacks as a singular attack. Do you have multiple attacks?
I don't unless I use the thingy. But in this situation, if I have to, I will use the thingy
So
and give myself an additional attack.
You currently don't have any additional attacks. You'll have to use the thingy.
Okay. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to chuck this thing, but I'm going to aim it. And I'm
Okay.
aiming it
All right.
at Duncan.
Excellent. Great.
So is that an attack to to hit there.
That would be an attack, yeah, that would be a ranged attack roll.
Right. Good thing I'm good at stuff like that. Greatest roll. That doesn't matter because my range pretty good. 18.
18. You take this thing, you lop it over, it flies up, and seeing it, you're aiming at Dunkon. Goes right through his image.
Oh, it's on the ground though, in between those guys. So
Slams
good
into the
enough.
ground. The guys in the round, they look at it nervously. Dunkon stops. Oh crap. You got me, I guess. That's when you realize he's not actually leaving footsteps. The other guys are. So they're very much still alive. I believe that's your turn.
Yes,
Then
but
goes-
I'm going to use some movement.
Oh, go for it. Yoshinda,
I
get ready
used
for your
5
turn.
feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You're right there. Yeah, that's my turn. That is my turn.
That is your turn. Okay, I'm going to use Duncon's image here. Seeing as you used your ability, you would know this.
Oh yeah, you said 15 feet, not 10 feet.
Yeah. Let me give you a range. You're gonna want to be
Two.
out of that range right there. That yellow. That's
And
a
I'm
terrible
gonna-
color.
Did not realize. Yeah, that is 15.
Yeah, that's
Good, are
15
you
feet.
sure?
That's
Oof.
15. Yep, that's a 15.
Deceivingly large. That all right? Then I'm stopping
Yes.
right there in front of Yosh.
In front of Yosh. I will be friendly, GM. Do you want to communicate the size of that blast to your allies?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Cool.
I'm just gonna say it to Snozboop. I'm gonna say, hold on, let me switch over. I think this is the second time using my voice tonight.
You might want to step back a couple feet.
Excellent. Up next would be Julian. However, he's doing things you all don't see. So, Yoshinda, it's you, with Schnozboops on deck.
And you definitely heard me say that to Snozboop. By the
Yeah,
way,
you definitely heard that. He was right next. You were right next to him.
Well, I fortunately have some darts. So I
Hey.
can... Got like 10 of them at least, I think. I still get 2 attacks, right? Just 2 regular attacks.
Just 2 regular attacks, yep.
2 attack
These
actions,
are-
okay, yeah.
Ranged
Well,
attacks.
Don Kong is not actually here, so
He, he's
I'm gonna
He's
try
ranged.
and aim for his assassin. So yeah.
go for it.
Oh, what is plus on a dart?
It's your dex plus your proficiency. So for you, plus 8.
Okay. 12.
12 to hit? That does not hit.
Yeah.
That just
Dang
whooshes
it.
right past. This guy who looks as though he's already preparing to run away from this exploding bullet has just moved out of the way of this first dart. You still got 1 attack.
Okay, so we got dart number 2.
He's like over here, like he's in a pub.
That is
Yeah, here we go.
just doof. That is 20.
A 20? That one will hit.
Okay. Steve, that is a D4 plus 5.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's an 8.
An 8.
An 8 damage dart, not too bad.
Excellent. This guy dodging the first one, then getting smacked in the chest by the second one, now sticking about half an inch in, the full 3 inches finding its way deeper inside his body. A little bit of a grunt. Any movement, any bonus action?
Well, I'm already kind of in a decently good place. I think I'm gonna maybe just move like back over. No, maybe like right here.
Right there? Okay.
5 feet, yeah.
Very good. Alright. Schnozboop.
And that will end my turn, yeah.
Great. Schnozboop, you're up. BT Teffy, you both rolled the same initiative, so the two of you are on deck.
Okay. I'm gonna do some improvisational things. So you'll have to let me know if I'm not allowed to do them.
Okay.
Firstly, given my huge size, may I walk up over here and jump over them? Step over them.
Can
Take like a running leap.
Yeah, you can give me an acrobatics or athletics check. You wouldn't be able to step over them. You're not that big. That would be a giant. Because they are still tall themselves.
Alright, athletics check it will be. Will this be a bonus action?
This would be a bonus action, yep.
Cool. That's gonna be a 23.
Oh, yeah. Easy peasy. You hop over and clear them, landing on the other
Correct.
side.
Excellent. And I'm going to bump.
That is going to move out of attack of opportunity ranges, which they will take against the giant ape.
I do not care about that. Right here. This is where I want to be.
Excellent. Hey, what's your AC for the giant ape?
It's low. 12.
12. Well, the natural one's not going to hit you, but the second guy is going to hit you.
Good.
Where's my D8?
Who's the
There it
second guy?
is. Hip it hip hip.
Oh, does he have a reach?
You moved up to this point to do this.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Saying.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
This guy is preoccupied with other stuff, but these two would have seen you come up and do that.
Okay.
The second one there, he does hit you. Only dealing 6 points of slashing damage.
6 points.
6
Cool.
points. As a quick dagger in his hands finds probably the calf of your leg as it's jumping by.
All right. Then, for my attack, of which I get 2 of them,
Nice.
I'm not going to be trying to hurt these individuals. What I'm going to be trying to do is I'm trying to smack their weapon out of their hands over the cliff.
Smack that. That technically would be a disarming attack. So, I can, which takes a feat. It takes stuff. So I can give it
okay.
to you in. It's going to take both of your attacks, and you're going to need to succeed in both of them. The first one
Okay.
would be a grapple check.
Okay. How's grapple done in this situation?
For you, there's probably a number modifier. Hang on. Giant ape, right?
Right, yeah, it's just strength. Do I get proficiency?
You would get whatever the strength is. That's the thing with polymorphing.
Okay.
So you just get
Just the
plus 6.
strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's hang on. We do grapples with athletics or acrobatics.
Oh,
You
then I'll use
actually
athletics then.
have an athletics listed, so yes. Which is better than your strength, so I would use that.
Yes. Okay, I will be targeting this fella here.
Do you have a 10-foot reach?
I do.
You sure do. Excellent. Great.
Garbage. That's a 13.
A 13. I am gonna be gracious and kind and say this before that I technically told you this before. I'm gonna say I technically told you this. I didn't have the time to before you rolled. This guy doesn't have any weapons.
Oh. Well, then this guy. Instead.
Go for that guy. Let me move us back to the map for the overlay real quick. There we go. Yeah, so that guy doesn't have any weapons. He looks to be a sorcerer of some kind.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This guy, we'll try to take this guy's weapon.
13 does not succeed. He got a 19 on his. So you do not succeed at grappling him. You do still have one attack to try to actually get him into a grapple. That will give you the advantage to where next time it would just be one success to disarm him.
I will do so.
Excellent.
I turn myself into a massive beast, and then I don't roll anything that's good. 14.
14, he rolled a natural 1. So
Yeah!
ducks out of the way of your first fist, stands up and goes, ha ha! And then gets grasped around the torso by your second fist. He goes, ha ha!
May I grasp the weapon instead?
I would say no.
Okay, fair enough.
It would be much easier to grasp him over the weapon.
Okay. Well, just to be clear, I'm not trying to hurt him.
Yeah. You're picking him up. You're King Kong picking him up.
Squeeze.
Yeah.
You'd be squeezing if you wanted to hurt him. That
Okay.
would be your turn, though, I believe.
That's the turn.
Like a toddler with a tube of toothpaste, just squeezing through the middle.
Squeezing from the middle. Top of
The
BT and
top.
Teffy's turn. Schnozboop, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. And all these guys need to make dexterity saving throws as well. As it's on the top of the round of BT's turn that this bullet is exploding.
This big ape rolls bad. That's a natty 1.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Should have gone like one more step. You'd be out of it.
Oh, boy.
Well, I thought I would have. Actually, I would have, but I thought I was trying to reach this guy who didn't have a weapon.
Oh, you went for the guy in the back. It's actually a good. Oh boy. That guy, yeah, he's. There are reasons why it's actually. I think it's a good thing you went for him instead. But that's GM knowledge. Where did my dice go? Oh. Oh, that's nice. What you roll? Oh, that's right. You rolled doo-doo. Bad. Very poorly. This guy succeeds on his save. So this one here. The sorcerer failed on his save. He rolled a total of 6, having a -1 for his dex save. And this one also succeeds. Both of these guys got above 20 on their saves. This large cylinder that is now emitting a good amount of smoke, sitting in the middle, just below the illusion of Duncan, starts to fizz even more, and you hear that whining sound from it heighten in pitch. And then there is a explosion as this entire section that's highlighted by that red blows up. Doesn't matter that this guy
Jesus.
saved. He is sent flying over the edge from the course of it. Altian, I'm going to need you to make a dex saving throw as the ground below you is beginning to give way and give out from this explosion. Schnozboop, you take 45 points of fire and force damage and begin tumbling down the hill as the ground below you has completely given way.
Do I have enough time to cast Featherfall?
But is Featherfall a reaction or a bonus action?
I don't know.
It is a reaction.
It is a reaction. Then you do.
Okay.
Hang on, let me check up Featherfall.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
one
for-
reaction.
One reaction. I'm checking distance.
60 feet.
60 feet? Amazing. And it lasts
And
for
I
a
can
full minute.
choose up to 5 falling creatures. So just to be safe, I'm going to grab Altian and Snozboop.
Altian and Schnozboop. There is a rumbling that might want you to also, just for the sake of it. Oh wait, no, it dissipates as soon as you touch ground. So it would dissipate as soon as you cast it on yourself, because you're still on the ground right now. Altian, what was your save?
Um, 21. Sorry.
21. Then you do manage to jump back just in time as this ground moves out. There is no sign of these 3 assassins as they are tumbling down with the side of this. The illusion of Dunkon is still standing there. It's standing on nothing, but it's still standing there. Schnorzboop, you begin falling back. First off, is your ape still up?
Is my ape still up? How far
Yeah,
is
what's
it
his
to fall?
HP?
Oh, he has 101 more.
101 more.
Oh, you're not.
But this is also a concentration save for the spell. You need to beat a 22.
Oh. That makes that spell much worse. I have regrets.
It's a so it is a
Yeah, it's concentration.
it's a concentration spell, which means every time you take damage, you still have to make your concentration saves. It's much more
Yeah.
useful when you're casting it on other people, not yourself.
Mm.
When you're casting it on yourself, you have to make that save every single time you take that damage.
That's very disappointing. Okay, well, can I even succeed?
On a natural 20, definitely. Do you have Warcaster?
That's a natty 1. This is the worst ape in the world. We must no longer do this.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm so glad you did not end up doing that in the city that one time. You know, it's almost like you should trust your good old buddy Altian every once in a while.
trust your instincts. I love the ape. I think it's great. Keep doing it. It's wonderful. You also see with this big explosion, fire going around, little bits of rocks landing on top of you all. Altian, you now jumping back from this, a dissipation of this bright energy as the shape of the big ape dissipates, and what's left is a falling and tumbling Schnorzboop, along with a falling and tumbling assassin that Schnorzboop was holding as the ape. So they have come tumbling down with you. You, however, Schnorzboop, as soon as you fall about 5 feet, you feel this presence kind of lift you up instead as you start slowing much slower. The guy who you had, as your giant fist dissipates, he just tumbling down this 100-foot drop.
Do I have the option to keep holding on to him?
Yeah, give me a reaction. Do it with advantage, because he definitely doesn't want to drop, and he would be trying to hold on to you too. But I need like a reaction d20 roll, add athletics or acrobatics, because you are losing a huge amount of size.
Right. Okay, so that's gonna be a 23 acrobatics.
Absolutely, yeah. You grab hold. You miss.
Snozboop rolls well.
Nice. The guy drops his weapon, lets go completely, and grabs your hand and holds on as you're falling slowly.
I gotcha!
Like, please don't let me go. All right. Look,
I gotcha!
I don't want to die. Falling down now.
But you're ready to kill us.
This was supposed to be a really, really bad combat thing, but I forgot about something I gave Altian that gave him a freebie of knowing what the thing I planted in BT's neck is. And he rolled well on getting that out. So the image of Dunkon now, as the
VIP.
falling rocks tumbling around, there is a slight little rumbling sound going on. But it smiles and says, keep the food for thought. I feel a change happening, and I don't know if I want to find myself on the wrong side. And it might be fun to work with you. Just as he finishes that, the image winks out, and you hear and look up and see snow beginning to pile and fall from the top of the mountain, tier by tier. It's a few tiers away from all of you, however, it's quick approaching as you are now in the path of an avalanche. We're going to finish there for the night, though.
didn't use an explosion a single time in combat, and then at the end you make me use it.
Oh, that was the wrong overlay. It wasn't you, technically, who used it. To be
Yeah,
fair,
technically.
yeah, it wasn't you. It was them. And these hired assassin mercenaries, they're gonna care a little less about that byproduct. Part of the reason why Julian
What's
wants
that?
to have you all not do that as much. But
What was that one leader's name of the group we killed originally?
Miret Morris
Miret
of the
Morris,
Destined.
you now have her head.
You want to turn it into a bowling ball?
Make it gold-plated.
It's very festive.
The year may have closed for now. We hope you met a friend this go around. Tired and blurry you may be. We hope your minds are full from this revelry. May peace follow you out. May you return for more giggles and